The trade that sent Max Crosby to the Baltimore Ravens had already shaken the entire NFL. But now the history has a brand new chapter. After several days of silence, Crosby finally came out and spoke. And one part of what he said immediately caught people's attention. In a video direct straight to the fans, he talked about the Las Vegas Raiders, the trade itself, and the message he wants to send now that he's in Baltimore. But one specific line from that video might reveal a lot more about what's really going on behind this massive deal. Now that the trade is official, Max Crosby is finally speaking out. Baltimore sent 2 first-round draft picks to the Las Vegas Raiders. A huge price that shows just how serious the team is about this move. Ever since the news broke, everyone had been waiting for the same thing. To hear what Crosby himself had to say about it. After a few days of silence, he finally stepped forward and addressed the situation. Crosby released a roguely 13-minute video speaking direct to Raiders fans and Ravens fans alike. During the message, he made it clear that this change wasn't easy for him to accept. After all, almost his entire NFL career was built in Las Vegas, where he grew into one of the team's leaders and one of the most respected pass rushers in the league. At the same time, he acknowledged that a brand new chapter is beginning in Baltimore. The Ravens made this trade because they believe Crosby can completely change the impact of their defense, especially after the problems they had generating pressure on opposing quarterbacks last season. But while he was explaining all of that, one part of his message stood out even more. Because Crosby made sure to talk about something that still ties him closely to the Raiders. Here's the part a lot of people didn't expect. Even with all the noise around the trade, Crosby made one thing very clear in his video. His feelings about the Las Vegas Raiders haven't changed. Throughout the message, he openly talked about how proud he is to have worn the Raiders jersey, and about the connection he built with the fanbase over the years. Several times he showed respect toward the organization and emphasized that there was never any bad blood on his side. In one of the most memorable moments of the video, Crosby even said he still considers himself a Raider for life. He explained that he still bleeds silver and black and shared something that caught a lot of attention. He hopes to finish his career wearing a Raiders jersey again when the time eventually comes. That says a lot about the relationship between the player and the franchise, even though the trade happened, the bridge between them clearly wasn't burned. The message carries even more weight when you remember what happened late last season. Crosby was frustrated after being shut down in the final weeks because of a knee injury he had been playing through all year. Even so, when he talked about it now, he made it clear he isn't holding any resentment, still as that chapter with the Raiders starts to close. A massive new challenge is beginning to take shape in Baltimore. While Crosby showed a lot of respect and appreciation when talking about the Raiders, he also made something else very clear. He's arriving in Baltimore with a very specific mission. During the video, he said he plans to do everything in his power to help the Baltimore Ravens win a championship. That message wasn't random. When a team gives up 2 first-round picks in a trade, the expectations immediately jump to another level. When you pay that kind of price, the goal is simple: compete for a title. The Ravens have been consistently competitive team over the past decade, putting together strong regular seasons, but postseason success hasn't always followed. In 2025, the disappointment was even bigger. The team finished with just 8 wins and missed the playoffs entirely. The injury to superstar quarterback Lamar Jackson definitely played a role in that. But the defense, especially the lack of a constant pass rush, was a major issue throughout the year. And that's exactly where Crosby comes into the picture. He arrives with the mission of changing the entire dynamic of Baltimore's defense front and helping the team return to contender status in the AFC. A dominant pass rusher can completely change the direction of a defense, and sometimes even an entire season. And when a team gives up 2 first-round picks for a defender, the question becomes unavoidable. Can this move actually put Baltimore back on the path to a Super Bowl? Or did the pressure just get even bigger? Max Crosby's arrival in Baltimore has the potential to change a lot about this defense. The Ravens made a massive investment to bring in one of the most dominant pass rushers in the NFL. And the expectation is clear: turn one of last season's biggest weaknesses into one of the team's biggest strengths. If Crosby delivers the same impact he's shown throughout his career, Baltimore may have just found the missing piece needed to compete at the highest level in the AFC again. At the same time, the way he talked about the Raiders shows that trade is about much more than football. There's respect, there's history, and there's a bond that clearly still runs deep. But the focus now shifts forward. Crosby arrives in Baltimore with a clear goal, helping the Ravens take the next step and seriously push for a championship. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Max Crosby is the missing piece that can transform the Ravens' defense? Or did Baltimore give up too much in its trade? Drop your opinion down in the comments, because I really want to know what you think about this movie. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.